It's a glistening it's getting worse. And look at her face.
Wait, what the fuck?
Look at her face.
Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Sam.
And today we are checking Sense8 Season 1 Episode 5 off the shame list. This episode is called Art is Like Religion.
Hard disagree, but also I like the title.
I mean, art depicts religion.
Yes,
so
it does quite beautifully.
I've never made a simile out of it, but I would say art depicts religion.
As someone who is not religious myself, I think that actually religious art is some of the most stunning, beautiful work in the world.
Speaking of religious art, have you heard the joke about fan art? Like, all religious art is fan art? So there was a joke going around the internet for a while. It was basically pointed at the haters who were like, fan art isn't real art. If it's not original, it's not real art, which is bullshit because fan art is spectacular.
It's art. All
it's
art is
It's
art.
incredible.
That's what art is.
But somebody made a comment on this shitpost saying, you do realize that like all religious art is fan art of the Bible, right?
Oh my god, that's super true because the Bible was not, in fact, a picture book first.
No, it wasn't. But yeah, that's just shut everything down very effectively.
It's nice when that happens.
It's reductive and incredibly effective. We appreciate it. So this episode, as we have at length discussed, is called Art is Like Religion. You have any guesses about what that might pertain to? As the person who hasn't seen this, I'm putting all the pressure on you right now.
It's hard because I know that whatever I guess is going to be like inaccurate,
but that's half the fun.
That is half the fun, apparently. Art is like religion.
Nothing.
I'm really coming up blank here. So if I had to like make a real guess of it, I'd probably say this is the episode where they learn more, not about what's happening to them necessarily as a group, but learning more about what's happening to them as individuals. So I guess learn is the wrong word. I think this is the episode where they really experience what's happening to them deeply. This feels like this not a feely episode, but an experience episode. Does that make sense?
I think that's a really good guess. I'd say, it's been a long time since I've seen this, so I don't remember exactly what happens episode to episode, but we've now had two really major things happen between them. We had Sun saving Van Damme, Capheus is his name, so we had... You're getting me all twisted up with the nicknames now.
Yeah,
We're just jumping back and forth.
So Smart Money used her tiger eye to help Van Damme kick the ass of those hoodlums.
And in the next episode, we had Biceps saving Activist.
That's right, by helping her pick the locks of her handcuffs and getting her out of the hospital.
Yep, so we've now had two major events where lives have been saved.
Yes.
And they're now experiencing this is a real serious thing.
Yes.
And so they're I feel like they're kind of getting to the point where they can't really deny it anymore.
No. This is the point where you stop thinking you're crazy and start thinking, holy shit, am I a superhero? Is that what's happening to me?
I mean,
is it finally happening?
That might be what I think. Like if I was getting the shit kicked out of me and all of a sudden this Korean woman showed up and gave me her powers and I just did things I didn't know I could do, I might think that I'd been bitten by a radioactive spider or something like that.
See,
something radioactive.
That still falls into crazy territory for me. But
it is crazy territory, but it's crazy awesome territory.
That's true. Which pushes it more towards superpowers and less towards like mental complete rabbit holing and Alice in Wonderlanding and
which was definitely written on drugs. I think we can all agree.
People used to call me the Queen of Hearts. Don't know why. I have no idea why. I have never once beheaded someone myself.
So you really can't make any guesses as to why?
No! My head isn't that big. My eyebrows aren't that thin. I'm not that cruel anymore.
Before we get too far down this rabbit hole,
that
is where that term comes from. We should probably watch Sense8.
See.
We should maybe like do the reaction that we came here to do and that we have a very limited amount of time in which to do today.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting that we actually have to watch an hour's worth of television.
And it takes us, just for reference, it takes us however long the episode or movie is, it takes us at least twice as long to do it. because we pause
A lot.
a lot.
A lot.
Which I know some people don't like, but for us, we don't want to miss anything. So we don't want to talk
No.
over anything. We're going to pause it and talk and then keep going because we don't want to miss anything.
Who talks over something like this? You know, it's just so rude to interrupt and talk over, and it's just gross.
And you miss things. You're
I mean,
discussing
honestly,
previously,
who
you miss
really
things.
does things? I couldn't even finish. I couldn't do it. Sorry.
How many
Anyway,
drugs have you taken today?
today... 7. 7.
Not counting the 3 that I gave you before we started.
10! Whole even number.
We like to keep things even here, even though we're a little bit odd.
And see, that joke is why she's the funny one.
And he's the pretty one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And this is Sense8 episode 5. I said it wrong like 4 times in a row. Episode 5, Art is Like Religion. All right, we're going to skip the intro, as lovely as it is. Oh, speaking of which, I do want to point out.
Are you drunk?
No, I'm not. I saw the name pop up on the screen, and that's what it made me think of. Somebody very kindly pointed out in the comments that I mispronounced Tuppence Middleton's name. It is Tuppence, not Twopence. I said Twopence in one of our previous videos. Thank you for pointing that out. I will try to fix it in the future. We respect people enough to learn their names.
We. This we. You're like the Queen of England. We do this. We do that. No. You mean I.
I respect people enough to not only learn their names, but learn how to pronounce them.
That. She looks rough, man.
I mean, she was in a fight recently, and she's facing the potential of having to go to jail for her shitty brother.
You can tell that she's not really applying makeup to his face because her sponge isn't wet and it has no color on it.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
good catch.
Oh, that time of the year. Terrible, terrible tragedy.
You can tell he's a guy.
How dare you?
Can I get some Advil, please?
Is he having period cramps?
Yep.
That poor boy. I've heard they're awful.
They are horrible. Absolutely horrible. He said he was feeling bloated.
Yes, I've heard that is also a side of one's yearly period cramps.
You can shut the fuck up.
Oh my.
Rude.
You will know when I'm done speaking because there will be a pause, followed by the words, "I'm sorry, Captain. This will never happen again."
Was that a pause?
Jesus fuck.
Oh
The
my God.
sass.
That was the pause.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Never happen again.
Do you like how he skipped the apology? Managed to not apologize at all?
So sincere.
Yeah, I love it.
Ah, Wolfgang.
Uncle.
I know that actor. Uncle. He plays mafia bosses a lot.
He was Goebbels in Inglourious Bastards.
Was he? Was he? He was in Man from U.N.C.L.E. and was fantastic.
Yes! Oh,
There
I
it
love
is.
that movie.
Yeah.
That movie is so underrated.
I will gladly watch that movie
Yeah.
over and over and
Yep.
over again.
We may have to do that as just a commentary for the sake of giving it the attention it deserves.
Can we do a Guy Ritchie theme?
That could be fun.
I love Guy Ritchie movies. They are the worst of the best.
I probably don't remember enough of most of them that we could argue their reactions. But we are doing Man from U.N.C.L.E. at some point just to give it the attention that it deserves.
I feel and stand.
Yeah.
And there are few things as unpleasant for me as listening to my own son whine.
That's fair.
Yeah.
More interesting still is that the safe was an S&D. The same kind of safe that fucked your father.
I'm getting like Hans Landa vibes right here. Speaking of Inglourious Bastards.
Who knows Inglourious Bastards that well to make that many references in the span of 5 minutes?
It is one of my favorite movies.
That's-
It's actually one of my favorite movies.
That shocks me.
Sorry.
Back to Puppy Dog getting reamed by his uncle who knows but doesn't want him to know, but no, who wants him to know that,
That he knows, but doesn't want to actually say it.
That's the one.
Yeah. It's a psychological warfare thing.
Machiavelli.
Whom I'm pretty sure he's read. Idolized.
It would be an irony of Shakespearean proportions if his son fucked his own life cracking the safe his father failed to crack.
Poetic, in a way.
How would that fuck his life, though?
Because if he got caught,
Oh, smart.
so this was the bag that
Yes, that the
Silas.
shady, scary dude wanted Van Damme to.
take care of and deliver.
Oh my god.
This is freezing.
London.
London. Harry Potter.
But what I love about this is not, oh my god, what's happening to us? Why am I feeling? This is just a conversation between two innocent people.
Yeah.
Two like, I don't know how to describe it. She's like fluffy. They're fluffy people. These are fluffy people.
They're the fluffy ones.
They're the fluffy people. And
Yeah.
I love
They're
it when,
the cinnamon rolls of the
yes,
cluster.
yes, when the cinnamon rolls like to talk to each other, it's just the best
It
because
just feels so warm and fuzzy.
you do, because it's not any questions, it's not freaking out, it's, oh my god, the weather here.
Yep. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Ah.
Harry Potter, the Queen. Oh my god. Yeah, it's
Yes.
adorable.
It's so cute and it's so sweet, and I'm really glad it's included because there's not enough of this kind of energy in TV.
Well, we've had a lot of stress up to this point in the show, and again, it's a very jarring thing to experience. So it's kind of nice to just have the like, all right, we're just gonna run with this.
Yeah.
English tea. Can
She's like, I don't know. Can you?
Can
Actually,
you?
Can you?
You
I don't know.
can.
give it to me or we beat the fuck out of you.
Okay. He does not. Oh god, he does not win this fight. He gets the crap beat out of him, doesn't he?
I don't want to hurt you.
Oh no. Oh my god, he has no idea what he's doing. Oh my god, he's gonna get so hurt. He's gonna get his ass handed to him. I hate it.
Destroy him.
Oh my god.
Van Sham.
That's actually really good though.
That was.
That was a good line.
Well, we don't like them, so
No.
we're not even gonna give it to them.
No. Oh, now he gets in trouble. Oh, poor thing. Bad things happen to this man. It saddens
He
me.
said he's like Riley. They're the cinnamon rolls. And just bad things happen to them.
Oh my god. But it's what makes them the most admirable characters, right? The ability to have bad things happen to you, but still be a cinnamon roll afterwards.
But yeah, they're very much the heart of the cluster because you
Yeah.
have like biceps and
No, you have your ass kickers and your brains. You gotta have your hearts and your souls. And
Yep.
yeah, it's a whole being in 8 different pieces.
They're
I'm getting it now.
Spirit of Jean-Claude Korean lady. I know you have more important things to do.
Jean-Claude Korean lady.
But for me, nothing is more important.
He runs after the car. This man and his determination
he
is
doesn't
just.
give up.
I love it. It's very admirable.
Okay, Lito. So, big scene.
Let him cry. Please, Jesus, let him cry.
Yeah, but I think I sense he's evil.
No, not at all.
I love how he's trying to make this deeper and more meaningful than it really is.
The script is full of so much pain.
You need fire. You need heat.
I'm in so much pain right now.
So is he. In so many ways.
Hey, we want to keep it sexy. Can you keep it sexy for me? Yeah. Yes, El Caído,
Bro,
remember.
why are your hands all over his face? You're messing up his makeup. It's a glistening. Oh, it's getting worse. You look at her face.
Wait, what the fuck?
Look at her face.
The comedy. I love this. We were talking about we'd get more in this episode because we've had ass kicker. We've had things. We have not seen something this funny.
This is great.
This is the comedic version of like they share feelings and things.
Who knew that sharing a period would be such an emotional experience?
They've synced up.
Oh my god.
The joke had to be made. I'm sorry.
And I can't believe people think that I'm more entertaining than you. Honestly, the taste of some people.
I'm just feeling a little emotional today.
Look at his face!
Suddenly struck by her beauty.
Oh my god. Some people are ugly criers. Ever seen an ugly crier?
Yeah. Kim Kardashian. It's a meme.
Is it?
Yeah. Her like ugly crying. Like,
Oh, that one!
Yep.
Telenovela. is not an ugly crier. He's a pretty crier. Did you know that dacrophilia is the... I know it sounds weird, doesn't it? But it doesn't make it any less weird when someone's like, you look really pretty when you cry.
How did you get in my house?
The window. How else does one get into someone else's house?
I'm not going to answer that because this is not that kind of education channel. I'm sure there's somewhere else you could go to find out ways to do that.
How to break into someone else's house?
Yeah, we don't do that here. We just talk about movies because
We
I don't
don't?
feel like going to court. Back to Lido crying because he's on his period.
Lighten up. Decay and death. This is a movie, for fuck's sake. We don't have all day. Come on.
Oh, poor baby.
He's trying so hard, but he's never dealt with this before.
You learn how to deal with it, but
Oh
it is
my
horrifying the first time.
I can't. It's...
Mom? How did you feel about Dad at this point?
It's not a good sign to be asking that.
I think you're the first in the family, in fact, to marry for love.
Is she though?
But she's not, though.
My family wished the same thing for me as we wish for you. You know, my astrologer saw many children.
Because the stars know how many bebés you want with your husband.
Yeah, I've never really put much stock in astrology.
Aren't you a Cancer?
No.
Aren't you a Taurus?
No.
Aren't you a Leo?
No.
Aren't you a Virgo?
Yes.
There it is! Can you tell me what you think my horoscope is? Not my horoscope, my house?
Star sign.
Star sign.
Yeah.
Can you guess my star sign? I've been told I'm actually like very iconic of what my sign is.
Do you also like healing crystals and
I don't like crystals. I like semi-precious stones and metal.
different kind of healing?
Yes. Yeah. Retail therapy. Way better than amethyst.
Everything is going to be all right, my dear. Everything's going to be perfect.
Nothing
Kinda
is
like
perfect.
Kind of like when Van Damme says, I'm going to have a really good day.
It doesn't happen. When people say things like that, it doesn't happen that way.
Called a red herring.
That's the word.
Yep. Or a misdirect.
You are of two minds.
At least.
8, actually.
Whatever it is, you must decide what to do. Decide it and do it.
I mean, that is good advice. The longer you linger, the worse it gets.
Usually it actually only takes people about 5 seconds to decide what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it is just stress and the other societal things that we pile on top of ourselves.
Yeah.
But usually you know what you want to do.
No, Hernando, I'm not fine. I have horrible pain in my stomach. I'm paralyzed. It feels like a tumor.
I see you, Milan! I see you! With your fucking Milan mustache! Fuck! Calm down, Lito.
He's so good!
He's falling apart in traffic. This is great.
We have all experienced it.
That's fair.
I had
That's
some of the
fair.
worst cramps of my life stuck in traffic on the 405. It was horrible. Yeah, I still remember it to this day because it was traumatizing.
See, this is why people keep Vicodin in their car.
It's not like they tell you not to operate heavy machinery on those kinds of drugs.
A car is not heavy
That is
machinery.
exactly what they're talking
That's
about.
not.
You tacky! Keep with plastic till it hurt! I see you! I see you! I'm not screaming!
What I like is that it's they're sort of like pairing up, which not in any like way, but I'm interested in this because I'll be honest, this is not a pairing that I would have really assumed that would have happened, right? Because he's not an ass kicker.
Yeah.
He's not a badass. He plays a badass, but let's be honest, telenovela is like
A
what?
sensitive type.
Yes. He's not a cinnamon roll. He's more like a croissant, like really delicious but really delicate.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. It's a really
God,
good way
I'm
to
hungry again.
But that's part of the fun of this. When you have so many different dynamics, you get to sit there and go, what would it be like if we paired this person and this person? What would that interaction be? What's something that could connect them in a fun way we could play with that?
Yeah.
There's so much you could do there.
That's true.
And this is just a great example of like, what could we do with these two completely opposite people?
That's true. I didn't think of it that way, but it is nice to have that sort of like weird dynamic going on. Start recording.
I don't know where I am, Hernando. Hernando?
Are you hearing voices?
No, I'm seeing things.
Are you though?
There's a crying Korean woman. I'm not crying. There's a Korean woman standing next to me, and she's not crying the same way that I'm not screaming.
Bitch, you just screamed.
Oh! What happened?
Hernando, please save me.
Oh, back to Van Damme. Oh no. Please, smart money, save Van Damme.
Run like hell! Run like hell!
I actually really appreciate that tactic. That's the way to do it.
Smart.
Oh God, does he get shot? Don't get shot. Oh no. Oh, come on.
Find out.
Oh, come on.
Janet Marks? Hi, this is Officer Will Gorski. I'm calling about your daughter, Nomi.
Have you found him?
Not yet. The hospital she was admitted to reported her missing. It was...
Really, again, I appreciate the fact that he uses pronouns. Her mother. All you need to know right there.
Yep. And he wasn't even fazed. Even her saying it. He wasn't like, oh, I made a mistake. Her mother knows better. No. I know her pronoun.
No.
I know she's a she.
Exactly.
I think all this business with his brain began with those hormones he started taking. Most of it is illegal.
No, it's not.
But Michael's never been sensible.
Nomi.
What?
Not Michael. Her name is Nomi.
Boy.
You okay?
God, she's so pretty. I love her hair. And that necklace.
The feeling of being seen and not seen, of being a part of them and being apart from them.
Look at her eyebrows. Oh, I love her eyebrows.
It feels impossible what's happening to me. It feels impossible.
But, honey, not so long ago, the idea of someone like me, someone with my crazy thoughts, my desires, someone with this kind of hair, would have been completely impossible in this world. Just as there was a time in my life when the idea of me falling in love with someone like you, even I would have said it was impossible. And yet, there we are. I realized one of the most important lessons of my life. Impossibility is a kiss away from reality.
That is a phenomenal tattoo to have. Oh, I'd put those words on my skin like that.
Yep. That is a golden line right there.
That is a great line.
Yep.
Oh.
And it was perfect because it was the build up to it. We didn't say much in that moment because we were just so completely focused on her. And you are. She really sucks you in and then hits you with a line like that and you're just like, oh, yes.
No, and see, that's how you pair, that's good acting paired with good writing. Because, yeah, it's good writing, but someone else could have ruined that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Easily ruined that.
Well, it goes both ways. It's a good actor being able to take what's on the page and turn it into something great, but good writers will also write for their actors.
Yeah.
You watch and you see what are their strengths, what are they good at, and you write toward them.
I don't know whether he would want me to tell you all this.
Of course, because I'm back here cooking, I cannot hear a word you are Slave Faraz making Shahi Tukda.
I'm getting that this is a very, like, not expensive, what's the word? Time-consuming dish to make.
Time consuming, but I think it's just one of her favorites. Like, it's a special treat.
Oh, that's so nice.
A minute ago, this tasted like a normal coffee. Now it tastes like a sugary dessert.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
I love how Badass Girlfriend is not, like... She's not
You're
even
actually crazy. I'm taking you back
she's
to
not
hospital.
even she's not even here for your craziness. She's just like, let's yeah, cool.
I'm jealous. I want a sugary dessert right now.
That has the calories of a cup of coffee, right? Like, this is great.
That's awesome.
This is it. Is it the best thing to do in the scenario?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah. This is why we love Amanita so much, or why I love Amanita so much.
Oh, no, heck yeah.
How can you not love Amanita?
Seriously.
How? She is an angel.
Well, what's great about her is that she's such a realistic angel, right? It's not this, oh my God, my girlfriend is this perfect
Put her on a pedestal and my
being."
entire life is about her.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah.
None of that, no.
Yeah. It's healthy, supportive.
Badassery.
Assery.
What if Dr. Metzger's right and there is something wrong with my brain?
A second opinion.
Right?
Well, there are two possibilities. He's telling the truth. There is something wrong with your brain.
I'm not digging that one. What's possibility two?
Fair.
That he's lying. That what he says is happening to you isn't what's happening. And if that's the case, there has to be a reason why he's lying, and we need to find out what that reason is.
Not you, we. God, love a we.
Well done, Van Damme.
Oh, come on.
He likes the dramatic entrance.
I mean, sure, but still.
What is going on here?
You bust my test.
Oh, for God's sakes.
If you're willing to risk your life for
Coconuts.
a pair of coconuts, then you're the man I need.
I got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. There they are, standing in a row.
See, when I do know, I've heard the song. I don't know the words, but see, when I hear coconuts, all I think is Monty Python.
Oh, here's a fun fact for everyone. I have never seen a single Monty Python anything, ever, at all. Not one. But anyway, coconuts.
They migrate.
Sure. Oh, now he gets the real briefcase. Oh, no, it's just medicine for his mom. Oh.
He earned it.
Yeah, but that's hard to accept. No, see, I can't trust this. I can't trust his happiness. I know better. Like, I'm happy for him, I know better.
कौन है?
Ist hier eine Frau drin?
क्या मतलब? ये मेरा बाथरूम है.
Also wenn du denkst, das ist hier die Frauentoilette, dann bist du ja noch besoffener als ich.
I love how earlier telenovela and Smart Money could not understand each other, but they could understand each other. And it's happening again. They don't speak the same language, but for some reason they can and yet can't understand each other.
So it's something that Jonas said in the last episode when he was talking about visiting, is what he called it. It's not something you make happen, it's something you let happen.
Right.
And so he was trying to explain to Will, I hope you understand this sooner than I did. And it's the idea of what's happening between them all. There's still some level of resistance. Like,
Right.
it's something that freaks you out until they fully accept it and actually let it happen. Like, Will spoke Korean. He didn't even realize he was doing it. It's something he just let happen because he wasn't trying to block it.
Right.
So it's very much something that they have to accept. And once they accept, that's why it's usually the life-changing situations where they happen because they're not resisting it. And so when you have environments like this where it's just like...
You are more susceptible to things when you're drinking.
Exactly.
So,
So that's... Inhibitions are lower. They're letting things happen.
Ah, yes.
Whereas when you're stressed and you're freaked
Yeah.
out...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is such a smart show. I'm learning so much.
What the hell language is that?
Oh my God, was he speaking Hindi? Oh.
Well, if you ever need someone to talk to about things that happen on a girl's wedding
Oh,
night.
for God's sakes, ma'am, it's the 21st century.
We have the internet.
We have the internet.
I want chaos, confusion. I want blanks firing, squibs exploding, total mayhem surrounding the meaningless...
This is the worst kind of director to work with.
He's the Michael Bay of telenovelas.
Oh my
He's like,
God.
I don't care what your motivation is. I just want it big and boom.
Big and boom.
Big and boom. And teal and orange.
No, honey, it's pronounced boom.
No.
And teal and orange.
Everywhere.
Thank you guys so much. I know how much trouble this is.
It's not a problem, Nomi. After what you did for Lola and me, you're family.
See? People that do nice things for other people, they get help. That's why no one ever helps me.
So dramatic.
Oh, God. Have a shootout.
Art is like religion.
Oh, I get it.
For the believers, it's everything. For anyone else, it's just a pile of thinking bullshit.
Not wrong.
It's not wrong. Yes, action movie dramatics. Yes.
The fake action and the real action.
Aww. I think it's worth noting, if you didn't know this, the thick lines that you saw, the pull lines that he wears, they're actually that thick in real life.
Yeah.
Like, it's astounding what the camera can't pick up.
Well, I mean, it's painted out.
Yes.
It's all painted out in post, but yeah, it's called wire work.
And it's hilarious to watch the blooper reels of things when people are on the wires.
Especially wire work in a combination with like green screen.
Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Some dude in a full costume hanging on wires in a completely blue room.
Or no costume, and he's wearing a green suit or one of those like gray motion capture suits with little dots all over them.
It's what makes action scenes hysterical to watch these days, because whenever you see these kind of scenes, you can't help but think to yourself, wire. Wire.
Well, also, you can tell a really good action scene by how many cuts are done.
Ah, it's true.
Like, watch an action scene, the running scenes in, like, Taken or something. It's, like, cutting every 2 seconds to make it seem like it's legit. John Wick, Atomic Blonde.
Oh!
They did a whole breakdown of the stairwell scene.
Was it the same director or the same stunt coordinator?
I think it was the same stunt coordinator,
Yeah.
the same director that did
They
both.
share those.
I'll have to look it up.
Yes.
But they did a breakdown of the stairwell fight in Atomic
Oh.
Blonde.
Oh!
My God. It's incredible.
And she did all of those
All of it
stunts herself.
Yeah, she's a machine.
That's God tier right
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
Charlize Theron is God tier.
Absolutely. Furiosa. She earned the name. Absolutely. But when you watch something, next time you watch an action scene, pay attention to how long they go between cuts. Oh my God. That is the sign of an incredible director, an incredible stunt choreographer, and an incredible cast and stunt person.
Yeah, man.
That's just God tier.
Anyway, back to regular TV.
Back to regular TV.
Fucking God! How was it? I've got a hard on that's gonna last the whole week!
That is not healthy. A boner should never last that long. Is this man okay? She has fabulous posture. Speaks to her abs.
Yes.
I don't understand this, so if you do not mind, I prefer to assume you're a hallucination.
I love the real dichotomy of Van Damme meeting with DJ versus Van Damme meeting with Smart Money, right? Because with DJ, it was just this whole like, oh my God, hey, like, what's up?
Can I try your tea?
Oh, this is London? How lovely. Versus this, she's like, what? What?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep, it's the mixing of different personalities.
Yeah.
And you're starting to get to see, like, how do they interact together? Like,
Yes.
how would this person react to this?
Well, it's great because like he's just like, oh my God, you're her.
You're her! Oh my God, you saved my life! He's like a little fanboy or
He is.
something. And
He's
she's
cute.
just like, please get away from me.
I love it.
Alone.
Of course.
And he just goes with it. He's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so thoughtful.
Yeah.
Or am I the person who wants to save them? Who will go to prison for them, even though they've been cruel to me for my entire life?
At least she's aware of the fucked upness of that decision.
And it astounds me that it's still a decision to her. Really speaks to her moral character. I mean, kind of. But it also speaks to her craziness.
Her commitment.
Commitment.
Yeah, I wouldn't quite say her moral character, but her commitment to her mother's dying
Yes.
wish. And like we said, that's a very formative thing to happen as a child. That's been her entire life. That's not
Yeah.
something you just throw away overnight.
No, but still, it's to me, this is an obvious decision. Screw her smarmy little brother, the ne'er-do-well. Ugh. But I like how it grips her, because it's so foreign to me. And they do such a good job of displaying that.
Feel it for my mother every day. I promised I would take care of her. I must keep that promise. I must keep it no matter what.
I promised my mother.
That's their through line. Like everybody has something. For him and DJ, it's they're both cinnamon rolls. They both made promises to their mother.
That makes sense.
So there's always some connection. There's always something there. Yeah.
They knew they could kill her, but they also looked her in the eyes and knew she would take at least one of them with her. And they left. Because none of them wanted to be that one.
I love that story.
It's a good story.
Right
Honestly, you and you can see it too. If you look in the eyes of someone that is really ready to go down fighting, you can see it. And
Yeah.
it's like an aura. And it's one of those
Yeah.
auras. It's definitely, what is it, a DFWM? Don't fuck with me vibe.
There you go.
DFWM.
Yep. If you haven't seen the Charlize Theron, speaking of the goddess herself,
The goddess.
she was talking about, I'm trying to remember the context of it, whether it was for a movie or it was like avoiding paparazzi or something, but she said, I just think murder.
No, wasn't that her thing for the catwalk that she did for Christian Dior?
Is that what that was?
Was that it?
I don't remember the context. I remember seeing the meme of her being like, I just think murder and then walk.
I could have sworn it was a fashion thing.
It could be. But it's absolutely true. You put something like that in your mind and people jump out of the way.
It's true.
Because they can sense it.
Yeah, man.
Hysterical.
Yeah. Love it.
Life lessons from Charlize Theron.
Oh, I'd read that book.
Absolutely.
The ceremony, the last thing we would have. The color is really looking nice.
It's just so well filmed.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Talking about choices, and we cut to someone who is dealing with a choice. They're just...
How heavy it all would be.
That's a good point, though. It's all heavy. It looks like it would be heavy.
I hope I don't collapse in the middle of the circle.
I love how they're all like giggling and laughing. Like this is, oh, she's just saying, no, she's just like, oh my God, what if I collapse?
Oh my God. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
What if I die? Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It is exquisite, though. My God, she looks fantastic.
Oh, she does.
It's exquisite.
Ria!
The classic waiting around. Are you ready yet? Face a decision that'll change the rest of their lives, essentially.
Take care of my dog. I'm going to prison for my family.
Oh, this man is so happy.
He's so cute.
That we may cherish each other and promise that we will...
Bucket list. I'd really like to see a traditional Hindi wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would be a really beautiful experience.
Yeah, I agree.
I take the 6th of the 7 steps with you, my wife, to be.
Does she collapse? She collapses, doesn't she? Does she drown?
She drown.
Just a naked white man.
You're not in love with him.
She fainted. Oh my God, I was right. She fainted. Wait, did I say she fainted or did I say that she drowned? Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, that's the end of the episode?
She said, I hope I don't pass out.
Oh my God! See, and that right there, that's how you can always tell good from bad writing, because they actually mentioned specifically what would happen to her, but they said it in a way, exactly, they said it in a way that just snuck right on by you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
To be fair, like, you're going through your wedding and all of a sudden a naked man shows up in front of you and says, you don't love him, what are you doing? That might throw you for a loop.
I mean, yes, but who faints at being thrown a loop? That's when you start throwing hands, not throwing your body on the ground.
She also commented, like, she didn't realize how heavy everything was going to be.
Fair.
There's probably drink and everything. Like, they did a good job of setting up there were actual physical factors there, too. And the
That's
stress
fair.
of all of it.
No,
Yeah.
of course. Like, it makes sense. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it's less disappointing that the episode ends right there.
Yep. With them all heading to their various altars, crosses, and...
Demises. This is...
Well, the next episode is called Demons, so it kind of is like they're all going to face their demons. Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes sense. We've now officially reached the halfway.
Yep.
Now, this is when the ball picks up speed, man. It's going to start rolling faster and faster and faster. What I liked about this, interestingly enough, is you were right. They're talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to go 5 episodes of an hour-long show without your main cast talking to each other.
Yeah,
for
having
the most
proper
part.
conversations and interactions.
And so to go this long for us to finally see them talking to each other, it was simultaneously a build-up and a relief for me. Because I was relieved because I was like, oh my God, are they going to ruin it? Is it going to be awful? Is it going to be no, it was great. It was beautiful. It was seamless. And that's, I'm going to say that word a lot when it comes to the show, because it is. It's so beautiful and sculpted, and it's just, it's like a couture gown, really. I mean, and you want to compare fashion to TV shows, this is like haute couture. It's stitched so precisely, and every detail is cared for, and truly, it is one of those things where you don't appreciate how much work goes into editing until you actually either see an editing room or understand how many takes they... But to do it so well and to do it so beautifully and smoothly, like Tai Chi flowing through the poses, man, it is glorious to watch the show from a technical standpoint.
And you can tell it was written to be done that way because there is nothing worse than being an editor who is handed a bunch of crap that you then have to try to make sense of.
Heck yeah.
You can tell that this was written in a way to be edited that way, but that they planned everything from the start so that it flowed seamlessly. Anyway, that was Sense8 episode 5, Art is Like Religion. Obviously, we really enjoyed it. And
do you know, you know, hysterically enough, I do agree with the line too. Art is like religion. What is it? It's beautiful to someone and a pile of crap to someone else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is
very, very well written.
Well, that was funny because when we were trying to make sense of the line of the title, we're like, what could that mean? What does that mean? And then when you hear it in context, you're like, I see what you did there.
Clever.
Well done. Well done.
Clever.
Well, that, I think, is going to wrap up this video. Thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe. We'd love to know that you guys are enjoying this, and we appreciate the support.
Bye.
Bye.